Well, this may come as a surprise to some parents. There is a third parent in your household. This other mother is providing your kids with information on everything from schoolwork to personal issues like relationships and dating. I'm talking about your television. Its influence on kids is much deeper than a lot of parents realize. TV is always available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days of the year. Some kids, in fact, spend more time watching TV than they do with their real parents. Of course, not all of it is negative, but there are some common sense rules that you can follow when it comes to your kids and TV. Tampa Bay Parenting Magazine editor Angela Ardolino is here now with some tips to help you get through it. Now, you say, first of all, set the ground rules. Make sure that your kids don't spend too much time watching TV, so limit their screen time.
Limit their screen time is so important, and if there is screen time, the time that you can spend sitting next to them watching the show or whatever's on television, or even being in ear distance so that you can hear, it's awesome. Because when you feel uncomfortable as a parent when you hear something on the radio or a television, you know, where you're like, oh, I really wish they didn't have to see that, or I really wish they didn't have to hear that, that's the time when you need to speak up, because they heard it. So whatever it is, when you feel uncomfortable, it's a good time for you to go, do you understand what just happened there? Because it's really interesting to see what they get out of a message that may be negative or not very positive or something that you want them to hear. So it's very important for you to talk to them about it. Reinforce your values. Make sure they understand what's wrong and what's right. So that's very important. Limit their screen time. When you do have screen time, be there with them.
And you also say it's encouraged for parents to embrace what their kids are watching. So if they are into those reality TV shows, parents should get into them too, so they can kind of monitor things.
Embrace them, become a part of them. If they like a band, take them to the concert, go with them, so that you can be there when you see something on stage, so you can explain to them they're performing, it's a performance, it's not really who they are. It's very important for you to be involved and not to criticize, because if they criticize, they'll just stop talking to you about it. And then you won't have any idea what's going on. When they reach about middle school age, media has a huge influence on them, and that's when we really need to be actively involved in everything that they're listening to, what they're going on the internet for, what they're watching on television. It's so important. And go over your values. What do you value as your, what do they value at their age, and why you think something is important? Whether it be from drinking, smoking, tattoos, whatever it is, you could say, well, this is how I feel about it, this is how other people view about it, and this is why you may want to wait till you're an adult to make those types of decisions.
And we also talked about the fact that all of TV certainly is not negative. It can be a great teaching tool to show kids people's diversity and how people are different, but we're all the same.
That's right. There are so many choices on television, on the internet, and in music, and exposing them to those things when they're young, music, I mean, they'll become fans of whatever you expose them to. So just pick those shows. Take the time to find out those stations that have shows that are appropriate for all ages, the music that's appropriate, and sometimes there's going to be stuff that's not. But if you don't speak up, then the media is going to speak up for you.
Okay, and hopefully ABC Action News is one of the good lists.
Yes,
it's on the good list because, of course, we're educational.
That's right, that's right.
Thank you, Angela.
You're welcome.
And Angela's going to be back with us next week to talk about an issue that a lot of parents are dealing with these days, girls acting too sexy too soon.
Media.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And if you missed any of those points and you want to share this information with another parent, just go to abcactionnews.com. You can also find help with a variety of parenting issues on the Tampa Bay Parenting website, Angela's website, tvparenting.com, and sign up for a subscription to Tampa Bay Parenting Magazine.